Hey there, welcome back to the demo of Monster Train 2. I tell you what, there's always the risk with sequels of the game being bad, right? This is one of those things where it's like with Darkest Dungeon 2 is the most recent example of this, where I loved the first game, couldn't wait for the second, and then it came out and they changed so much that it became unrecognizable, and despite the fact that I thought the art was great for it, I was really disappointed in Darkest Dungeon 2. And that's the reason I bring this up is because that's not a problem I have with Monster Train 2. This game is, oh man, there's so little in this demo, right? It's 2 clans, 1 champion from each clan. We know that from the Monster Train Shiny Shoe stream that the Exile Champion concept, the secondary champions will exist. So we have, 2 out of it's a 2x5, so 10 champions available. So there's 8 more we haven't seen yet in 3 other clans. There's other starter cards. There's cards we haven't unlocked because of the fact that we're only level 3 in these. There's events we haven't seen. There's just so much that we can't see, and yet already this game is incredible. If everything else in the demo in the real game rather is half as good as what's in the demo, oh y'all, we are in for a treat. I cannot believe how excited I am for this to release. And 2025 was already going to be a stacked year, and here we have Monster Train 2. I'm just blown away consistently by this. I'm having so much fun. But anyway, welcome back. We're playing more of the demo. I'm at least going to be recording 1 episode here for each of the champion paths. I want to make sure I cover all of those. There will also, the channel is doing great right now, and YouTube has now reminded me, wow, you know how to make a YouTube video, apparently. So they think I'm doing great, I think I'm doing great. I also think that this is an exciting time, and I'm having too much fun. So I'm probably just going to keep recording Monster Train 2 for a while. I realize there's not a lot of variety, but that's okay. I'm probably going to also still play some Monster Train 1, like mix it up a little bit, especially because now that the second game has been announced, the first game also just went on sale. So if you're seeing this in the future, sorry, I don't know if the sale is still active, but when I'm recording this and when it's going live, the thing was what, $250? It's like 90% off. I'm over here like 4,000 hours into Monster Train 1, thinking to myself, yeah, of course, $2.50, it's the most efficient video game purchase of my life. So, it's worth getting into it if you haven't played it before. If what you're seeing here is interesting, the first game is also great, I have to tell you. So, there's a little bit of a revitalization there. So, I want to still record Monster Train 1. The game doesn't go away. And also there's a lot more variety in the first game right now. So we have, 6 clans thanks to the DLC. There's 12 champions, the whole business. So, and because they're having all new clans in this game, I feel like the first game is still going to have a degree of enjoyability just for experiencing all that old stuff, right? It's not bad, but yeah, so I feel like I want to keep playing both is currently the plan. So after I get past this initial 6 video series on the champion paths, we'll probably just play some, I don't know, random and see what we run into for a while, and then mix it up with some Monster Train 1 for people who are just seeing that or interested in that again. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, so this run is let's see, my previous run was with Fell, so that means, yeah, okay, we're going back to Fenix here. So I want to try to catch either Overlord or what's the other one? Gosh, I wish I could look at the logbook here. I just did Pyromaniac, so I think it's with Pyromaniac, then that leaves Overlord and whatever the other one is. I guess I can't remember the name of it, but we'll take whichever one they show us of those 2 and go from there. Now, Overlord I did play in the first video I put up, but I think they fixed the bug where the explosive kills weren't triggering. And I think you can like lean into him a little more. I actually think he's pretty decent. So I kind of want to play that as well and give it like the time of day, like properly, now that I understand a little bit better how the mechanics interact and things like that. So that's the play. That's all I've got here. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's a very exciting time for me. I will remind folks, I do have a Discord server if you want to chat about this. I've been trying very hard to keep up with comments. There's been a lot more comments coming in recently than in my previous videos on Monster Train 1, so, you know, I am following along with those if you have things that you want to ask or just bring up or talk about or whatever. But you can also always catch me on Discord too. Like, that is in the information section of my channel. You can see there's a little link in there with the Discord invite. Feel free to join, chat about these things if you want. If you don't, also cool. If you want to just watch the videos, extremely cool. Thanks for being here. So let's play some Monster Train, see what we roll into. I'm gonna have to remind myself it's Monster Train 2, not Monster Train 1, right? We're watching Monster Train 2 here. All right, cool. All right, here we are in on it again. Okay, bosses same as ever. I'm so used to going through these, but there are no changes here. It's always going to be Kale, Archean, Seraph. It's probably going to be Kale, Archean, Seraph no matter what if the first game is any indication. Although they might have two floating bosses, right? I know we had Arcus Fell and what was the other one? Talos and Daedalus. So they might have a secondary one. I don't actually know, but I'm expecting, I don't know, probably the same. But they probably have different abilities, right? We're only seeing the one flavor of these bosses. Historically in Monster Train 1, they had 3 flavors. So there might be distinctions, differences in the future. So this Kale guy, he's got spikes on his little cherubs, which that's spicy. I feel like Kale is going to be really dangerous when we start seeing higher covenants and the game actually comes out. There's like the spikes buildup and the health buildup here is spicy. That's just very difficult to deal with. There's a lot of fragile creatures and weak backlines that can be chewed up by this. This is also a thing that trains us. One thing that, and I'll get into the run in a second, I want to make sure I talk about this. The game is strongly encouraging us to not play top floor. This is a really important element of this. Everything we're seeing here is saying, hey, top floor still works, but you're going to really want to play other floors. Deployment, right? Deployment suggests that you're not penalized for playing a lower floor. You can get your guys out right away. Great. But also a lot of abilities are showing us that you get punished if you only play top. Think of the amalgams on Ring 7 and in the current Seraph fight. So both those guys, those combats will do 5 pyre damage to you each turn you don't contest them. And that's dangerous. Some of those waves have 2 of them. That's just 10 pyre damage a turn. That's crazy strong. And so you're really encouraged to face them on the bottom. The Kale is doing the same thing here, right? Because his guys eat, so if you kill them on lower floors, they haven't eaten as much. So this is actually a really important thing that I'm noticing all over the place in this game. There's probably more mechanics that do this in the full release, right? That are just like, hey, you're going to get punished if you only play top. Now, you might still do that, but I'm thinking we're going to want to use our deployment ember to the best of our ability and try to slot things in on lower floors. You see me doing that a little in the demo. I think that's going to be really prevalent in the higher difficulties once the game comes out too. Anyway, it's a little bit of a diversion here. I think it's an important discussion point. But also, any cards, this is the only thing that really changes here. We're always, of course, playing with Heart of the Pact, so I'm trying the new Pyre Heart. It's lower damage, lower health, but it gives you a cool little ability, which I like. After playing a card with your primary and allied clan, draw +1 next turn. Big fan of that, that's great. Starting cards, Golden Touch, we have Upbeat Warbler. He's the quick enchanter, really cool. We also have Magma Cultist. This guy is just generally great. Especially great with Pyromaniac, which I think is pretty broken right now. That's probably going to get balanced before the full release, so there's something there. If you saw the previous video on it anyway. But I will say this guy, just generally speaking, is pretty good at ramping your floor, so I do like that. I haven't decided if Relic or Forge is better first, but I also think this is an inconsequential decision at Covenant 1. And I'm not going to look at the map right now. It doesn't matter at Covenant 1. Chain of the Valkyrie. When you equip an angel, apply Valor 3, Rage 3, and Regen 3. It's good, but I, 1, have no angels, 2, have no equipment, and I guess I should look at the banners, right? There's both banners on 2 and a Banished on 3, so we could see an angel, but if I go to the steel side on 2, I get a Pyreborne. I'm going to take just Guild Marker, right? We can make our money go much further this way, which I think is fully reasonable. And we're going to take whatever's not Pyromaniac. Golden Crown, of course, it's Conjure. This path should be incredible, right? I think they even nerfed it in the recent patches. I can't view it. The logbook doesn't work here, but at the same time, I think they actually lowered the gold gain here in the higher tiers because it's so consistent. We're going to play Golden Crown. This is great because now we're guaranteed to get some Dragon's Hoard, which we can convert into money, and then we have Guild Marker, so we're going to get a lot of value out of this, I think. So I want to farm into cash. Draw -1 is a dangerous trial. Let me be clear, draw is your most important resource, so that's critical. I think we're going to play this top floor like this, right? Conjure, I like the little hat, that's a cool icon. I think we want to do it like this. We want to kind of make sure he gets as many turns as possible. I don't think there's 3 waves, so he goes 1, 2, 3, use it on the first wave he's up, and then when the boss is spawning at that point, we should have it again. So, yes, that seems good. Now, I do want to put the Warbler upstairs. I think that's good. This will help a little bit, and I want to play a Pyreborne card to draw +1. Okay, great. I would like money. We're going to Golden Touch for cash on mid-floor here. And again, I would like the Banished card for Heart of the Pact. We're very keenly focusing on offsetting this. Alright, Breathe Fire on this guy. Great job. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're incanting for value is good here. Great, we're killing there. I do want to kill the guy in the back here. Great, okay. Now, I should get, let's see, right? 2 turns remaining. He goes middle, 1 turn remaining. Okay, good, yes. So I do get a second use of this. Let's get money here. We're going to take a hit, and that's going to have to be okay. I think the 1 Pyre Gel will do enough. I'll take 2 hits here, but it's acceptable. Yeah, it's fine. Now, I would like to draw into cards. So I'm going to take the Heart of the Pact instead of the Spear Steward, which I do think is stronger here, but that's okay. And I should be able to, yes, I breathe on him. I can actually get more by self-killing the Warbler, and I don't think that kills me. Yeah, it doesn't. So, great. And we win. Good. 5 Dragon's Hoard on floor 1 is great, right? That's really good position to see ourselves in. Snotty Whelp. I think these whelps are kind of bad right now. I look at these and I never want to take this thing, right? It's like the Pyre Cask, but you have to jump through hoops, right? And it's not available as often as you want it to be. I don't know. I feel like they maybe need to redesign a couple of these whelps. I'm interested. If anyone in the comments has used these whelps that you've seen in the demo in a meaningful way, I'd be interested in how, right? I mean, obviously the card's not objectively bad. I could take this and do fine. If I started with it, I wouldn't hate it, right? I'd be like, sure, great, I have these guys. But they feel a little bit like, what is it, Bogfly in the first game? Where after you have them, you're like, all right, I don't really want this. I'm never going to draft this. It doesn't do enough. Meanwhile, I think Pyreball is a reasonable pickup here. It's a good -2 in consume target. It's also a good 20 in consume target. Very flexible in that respect. Just generally good for clearing out frontliners. I already have enough golden touches, I think. So, cool, we'll grab the Pyreball. I really like Penitent's Bloodsuit in concept. It's just such a good equipment card because you put it on a flying boss, and if you have Pyre Gel on them, they take extra damage from that. It's really strong in this combo, and just generally seems very efficient. Cleave is nice. If I keep... Well, Fenix isn't doing that much. I guess I don't have a high damage unit. It's a nice card, though. I like this in concept. Very fun. I think I'm going to go Rising Rage here, see if we can overstack it all. I don't think the Warblers are terribly impactful. This is good for disruption, if nothing else. Let's grab that, see what we get. Now, I do want to look at the loot levels. I get a select here. If I don't use this, I'm going to be wasting some in the next combat. Just guaranteed. If I'm already generating 5, I'm going to be wasting 2. Is that worth it for a double select? If I could have gotten 6, it would have been ideal here. I would have cracked it without a question. But 5 is just one shy of the second artifact. Let's save it for now. I'm going to overstack. I don't know if I'm going to go in on shift. I could if I go just cause and go banished, but I kind of feel like a Pyreborne banner is going to be more impactful. I guess there's things that they could show me that are bad, right? Like Cultist again plus Miser might be not ideal, but I do like the steel shop here. We have the guild marker and we have money in the wings as well. The thing is, I don't have a good holdover target. I don't have a good spell chain target. I guess just cause is fine, but it's not great. And like no double stack target either. I really don't think I have a good magic shop here, so I'm going to go left. I'm probably overthinking it. Multi-strike is nice. Even if I give it to just this cultist, that's great because he now hits twice into his own pyre gel. But we'll see what we roll. Magma Mauler. Yeah, right? Yeah, absolutely. We love this guy. I'll take him, and I have, what is it? I have multi-strike available. He loves that with a strike trigger. That's good. Now, I can re-roll and look for a dualism, which is fun, because then he gets Pyrogel 16. Whew, what a number. And multi-strike 2, because that hasn't been changed. I probably... 10 HP, I think... Did this change? I don't know. I feel like he had lower health at one point, but I also don't have these memorized, so maybe this is not changed. But regardless, 10 HP, I don't know. I think it's okay. He's not going to kill himself on anything, right? There are some Spikes trials, I think. Am I misremembering? I'm not sure. If there's a Spikes trial, this could be risky to not give him health, but I do like eventually keeping a slot open for dualism on him if he's a main part of my run, so... We'll see. I'm not going to spend the money here. I guess it's 15 gold, right? It's not that big of a deal. I'll hold off on it. We'll re-roll and see what we hit. Fragile and Endless. We see the Fragile. Endless? I don't think so. Avarice is not bad, right? If you put Avarice in, he's gonna hit, right? Something's gonna hit. I'm just gonna put it on a Shield Steward. Right, because he has to hit 5 times over the course of the run. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. So, fine, good enough, moving on. I didn't open this, of course. I still can, right? I don't need the money here. If I start the combat, I think I can't anymore. So, what are my thoughts there? Do we want to hit 8? Or do I want to power up here? I didn't need it for the shop, right? Going to a steel shop again because dualism would be very good here and I would take another multi-strike. The arms shop is probably also pretty good. There's upgrades and equipment we could see. This fight's not terrible. Of course this fight's not terrible. I'm like, I know this fight, right? It's the only fight. It's the only fight. So it's the guys in front of these Sloven Knights, I think, right? So, okay. Well, I think we haven't... I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to get another 5 here, and I would like to... Yeah, I mean, this is great. When a unit gains Pyrogel, it gains +1 stacks, but I could also take the Sharpened Teeth, which benefits both of my dragons. But I really think it's going to be Hellfire Bellows. This is nuts. Although, wait... Taskmaster's Leash, and I can stab myself. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay, great. All right, we're going to stab ourselves a few times, so that's fun. I would like to... How do we approach this? This is very interesting. I kind of want to play Fenix bottom and see if I can self-ping, and then he can blast, and then put the cultist and the mauler upstairs. I would love to get the shield steward out who has money, because the more he hits, the better off we are. So maybe we do shield steward, mauler upstairs, and Fenix down bottom. I wish I could Fenix plus this other steward, but I can't. We're learning, okay? I realize I might be overthinking this. It's Covenant 1, but sure. Right? Yeah, so like, example, we self-ping 1. I blast a guy, right? We blast this guy. I'm gonna self-ping, and now he recharges next turn. I did give up the magma buddy for that, but you know, fair enough. He can now breathe fire again, which is, in my opinion, huge. It's actually an interesting play. If I cut this guy in front, he takes more damage, so reasonable. We'll just blast him back, I guess. That's fine. Good. I'm going to pull this guy forward, reducing the damage on the steward, and also getting the kill. And then I think I'm playing the warbler upstairs here. Alright, fair enough. Let's earn more here. Play the fire starter up top to prevent this man from completely demolishing me. We do eat 14, unfortunately. So that's, you know, not great, but we do clear it at least. Now here, I self-ping again, so it's immediately enabled. And then we blast for more money, right? And I think we're going to Pyreball here, just so that I don't perish, right? If I Pyreball, I think we don't take this damage. This might have been too aggressive, maybe? Unclear. I'll tell you what, though, we do make 6 off this combat, though, so that's good. I want to draw 2 here. Okay, I'll draw 1 more here, rather. I don't know if we kill this guy, though, right? It's not bad, actually. Right? It's not actually bad. If I drop him in, we actually do get it. Incredible. Okay, that was actually really good, I think. I think we did a little better there. We got 1 more than we would have if I'd played it the other way. I don't know if this would have worked at higher Covenant, because that seemed a little dicey. But still, good, great, right? Fantastic. Lava Flow, Flicker, maybe? I don't know. Lava Flow's pretty good. I like that. Flicker's really good with the Cultist if we go in on that. This Taskmaster's Leash is very cool. I'm going to take the Lava Flow. I want that, I think. We get Demonize. I don't know if I want that. Divinity's a great card, right? It's expensive, but I'm a big fan of it. It's probably good to have this kind of Valor, so we'll take this, I suppose. I think it's a good card for this run. And now, yes, we get double relics. Let's loot it. This is huge. Dragonstone, very good. This guarantees us more. Now, of course, when we rank up Golden Crown, we'll be getting double the Dragon's Horde, so we'll probably be hitting 8. So I think we take the Flaming Talons here to power up. And then, sure, Cleansing Water. Great. It's a free relic. I'm happy to have grabbed it. Let's go in on this steel shop again. I think it's good. Another Fragile. Endless, I don't think so. I mean, Avarice, if they keep showing it to me, it's not bad, right? We should put it somewhere. Did this guy ever attack? I don't know if I even played him. Bummer. That's a bummer. Well, I'm still going to invest more. My man deserves it. He's moneymaker. This guy probably makes more money than Paraffin Thug in the first game, on average, if you think about it, right? Paraffin Thug has to kill a guy for 20. This guy's making, what, 6 per hit? That probably works out in our favor. Anyway, let's reroll, see what we hit. Interesting. Large stone. I do love me a large stone. We can't fit all 3 of these together. Right? I could take a large stone in space, and then I could fit them all together. I could also play Cultist with Fenix, and then Rising Rage the Mauler onto the floor. If I'm gonna do that, I wonder if Titanite or Large Stone is better. It's probably the Large Stone, just be super beefy. It's probably better, right? Titanite better optimizes Valor, though, is the thought I have. Right? Because Valor is a fixed amount of armor regained, so Titanite reduces the damage the armor takes, so you're less likely to take health damage. So I think Titanite's maybe a little better if I can generate Valor, but I think Large Stone is a little bit better if I can't. He's also just beefier this way, which I appreciate. So, and he gets elevated into the floor, so I think this works out. I'm going to take the Large Stone. I really like this big 50 health stack here, so we'll take that. Titanite. I don't know if I need anything with that. Let's back out here. Look, I guess I'll look at the Banished banner here, see what we hit. Sure, you know, Firebrand with Titanite seems reasonable. I mentioned already that it's good with Valor. They get Valor on Revenge, so that should be a nice, cozy, sit-on-the-floor kind of character. If we see an extra multi-strike, we'll put it on them. Great. This is a good example of it would be nice to just have multiple things playing on the floor. Gift boxes. We've played with this. You can put all of your banner units in this and jam them on a floor and then dupe it and do it again. It's pretty good. Spell cards. I can do it with spells too. The fun thing is you can actually also use this as free removals, right? Because it's a free banner unit. So what you do is you put the minimum value you can get out of this event is huge. You put Steward, Steward, Steward into it, and then you just drop this on a nothing floor and let it die, and you have paid nothing to remove 3 cards. It's actually huge. Or if you can get more value, you should, right? Technically, you can do the same thing with the spell version as well. And you can upgrade this with like remove, consume, holdover, right? And then just have an army of whatever spells you want. I could imagine creating some real broken runs if you roll this later in a run, right? And have some upgraded spells that are free that you can play with. So we don't have that here, which is fine. So minimum value here is removing 3. Fantastic. I have heard rumors that the large mystery box, as people on Discord have told me this, that the large mystery box actually lets you see cards that have not been unlocked because it reveals random cards from your clans, which can include higher leveled cards. I kind of want to try this, right? I kind of want to try. I want to take the large box. I'm really interested in this. All right, fantastic. Free relic seems fun. Let's move. I guess I could remove stuff, right? 30 removal is pretty easy here. I'm going to cut the other steward, the big guy, and I'm actually going to remove again. I think that's fine. Our goal here is to make our draws just a hair better. Let's go on. We also don't have to wait like we do in Monster Train 1, right? The reason we sometimes don't remove before Ring 4 on Monster Train 1 is you could always see Malika in Monster Train 1. You don't have that thing. You're not worried about that anymore here. How do I want to approach this? I kind of want to do, like, I want to set up the top floor in case, we're going to need Ember, I think, right? I need to play this Firebrand or something that lets me play this out a little better. I don't need space. Yeah, so this is the thing you really, oh my god, what is this guy? Yo, what? Oh, wow. He's huge. He looks awesome. Look at these, he's got like lightning bolts for eyes and the harp. Wow, okay. So, I've not seen this guy before. This is, I guess, a higher unlock, but he's a hymnist that enchants for multi-strike. Wow, he's really good. 4 cost is a bit of a bummer, but I think that's worth it, right? This is a floor-wide multi-strike. That's huge. This guy's incredible. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, fantastic. My gosh, all right. I want that, friend. Anyway, we're going to elevator our man into the floor now, right? We're also going to breathe fire here. Let's go. I'm also going to ping Fenix because it seems good to do it, right? I think I'm going to ping Fenix again, and then he just breathes fire again on the boss. I mean, that seems efficient, right? We've crumbled Archean, I think, so wonderful. Windblade, great. I will happily take Windblade here. Great, he just gets Valor now. Great news. I want to avoid doing too much damage on this floor to avoid the siphon triggers. So I think we also want to get Pact of the Blade. The Pact of the Blade. I'm thinking of D&D at this point. Pact of the Heart. Heart of the Pact. That's the word. So we want to play a fire starter. I guess I could self-ping and it's ready for next turn. Right? Sure. I am hurting my Relentless a little bit here. So something I should, I guess, be thinking about a little bit. Yeah, you know, I am burning my own cards a bunch. Let's work on this mid guy here. We're going to do a little bit here. I think it's fine. The fun thing is this guy damages himself, the Flagellant. So if I give him Pyrogel, he hurts himself more. Cool. All right, great. Good. We've managed to avoid Siphon here. Whoa. Have I seen this card? Maybe. I can't remember. Pyroclasm. Attuned Explosive. Interesting. So that means if you could beam cannon anything here, it would explode the whole floor, basically. It's actually really strong. That's a floor clear. So that's cool. Let's play Lava Flow upstairs, maybe. I kind of want to put down the Train Steward here because he earns me money, which is great. This double heavy floor, I'm going to put the Pyrogel into that, and then I will put Just Cause upstairs. Yeah, that seems smart. Okay. We need to get up to 6 Dragon's Horde at least. So our plan here is Stuck Up Wealth. I mean, playing him does earn, what, 3 gold per play, which is nice. I would like to Breathe Fire for money. We like money. Yeah, we're going to Breathe Fire here for money. I'm going to earn more money. And then I think I'm going to self-ping Fenix here while the boss is on the floor. And that should be pretty good. I haven't played the Firebrand yet, which is, you know, maybe not ideal, but fine. Earning some cash from Mr. Train Steward. I think he's going to die. Unfortunate. I guess I could Elevator him. Or perhaps even better, I could just play Alchemize, right? You know, I actually think I earn a lot of money if I Elevator Train Steward in and then pull him forward and we don't play this, because this just means now we're getting that Avarice value fast. We've seen Lead Songbird. This is a good card. Yeah, that's a good one. I would like to push my numbers. So let's push numbers here. I want to try to reach... I'm going to run out of burns here, but that's going to have to be okay, I think. 3, 2, 1. I have to hit him if I want this ability ready for the boss, so fine. Sure. Okay, great. Cool. What do I spawn here? Penitent's Death Suit. That's really good, right? I can Breathe Fire here, which is pretty good. Get up to 7. And then if I find the Alchemy again, I think we guarantee the win by dropping Penitent's Death Suit on the boss here, right? My man walks up with 2 melee weakness and immediately passes away. So I want to leave... I'm not going to hit him with the ability here because I would like the 6 gold. I guess I'll put the Fire Starter on him. Sure. Great. Get rid of the steward here. It doesn't really do anything. Sure, great, fine. Good, we made some more cash. Now here, great. So we breathe fire, and then... Oh, that's good. That's really good. Cursed Dragon Staff, deal 1 damage to enemy units. If you put that on the Magma Cultist, I think you go mad with power. And then I think you just play Alchemy here, right? And we're capping out. Nailed it, right? Perfect. I think we did great. We maxed out our Dragon's Horde by cheesing with the Taskmaster's Leash. That's fantastic. Yeah, we have seen Pyroclasm. I thought I had recognized that card. I was like, I think I know that one. I'm going to take the Blood-Soaked Arena because we will slay on this floor, and it is better than not having this slot filled, and it's free scaling, right? It's good. Even if I'm not going all in on Valor, it's worth it. Although, Death Roar, you know... I think this could be a finisher, too. Right? This could be a very strong finisher, actually. I don't think I've played that card. Makes a Permafrost really strong. Yeah, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm actually going to go Death Roar here. I don't know. This is tough because I think Blood-Soaked Arena helps more on most of the waves. Am I afraid of waves? Maybe. I might be more interested in the wave clear and the defense than the boss kill. This seems very strong into, for instance, Seraph, right? I'm imagining we wait until we've loaded up a floor, we find dualism on the cultist here, and then we load up the floor, we do the Death Roar, we transfer everything, and then absolutely send Seraph to the Shadow Realm, right? Hit him 5 times. That's really good. That's really strong. Or we can Blood-Soaked Arena and just play a little safer. I think Blood-Soaked Arena is going to feel better overall. Yeah, we're going to take it. I mean, all of these units are good. The Battle Dancer is good if I was shifting. Guildmonger is solid, but I think we're going to be capping at 8 every single combat at this point once we hit Golden Crown 2, so that should be fine. Hothead is never bad, right? I think I have to take Ember here. One, because I've taken the Mystery Box, so I think that there's a real chance that I'm going to be drawing things like that crazy Hymnist out of this, so I would like very much to be able to play it. And 2, because I already can't play all my banner units. And 3, I just have an expensive deck in general. So I can probably get away with the Hothead play, right? I think. It's just a good extra unit to have. I can put it behind the Firebrand. We take the fire, the Ember here. And then we loot, of course. I want doubles. Ember Charge. It's nice. Equipping a friendly unit reduces its cooldown. I could abuse that. Medallion of Superiority is going to be always good, though. Mauler gets a +6/+6, but this also helps Firebrand. I really like this Medallion, so I'm going to take that. It's very cozy into the mid-game. Wanderer's Talisman. Well, now what you do is you can put Hothead and Firebrand on their own floors... Or I can draw an equipment for free. I don't have one right now. Yeah, whatever. Sketches is bottom to top, I think we tested it as. So, not terrible. It does play them out for free, but you can't control the order. Let's take this Talisman. I actually think this is pretty cool. It's like Emblem of the Exiles, but a little different. We will go to Magic Shop, I think. Will I? I don't need this health, but the event might be cool. I think there's only so many events in the demo, so I think you can almost predict what this would be. I think the Magic Shop overall will provide more value, make some of these things a little more playable, so let's move on here, grab the cash. Cash goes a long way, for the record. We have a double stack, which is great. I can put this on Divinity. Remove Consume Lava Flow. It's a pretty good card. I could -2 remove Consume Divinity, which is nice. Dupes coming up? Yeah, there's a dupe here, and there's 3 dupes in our path, which I may or may not be able to afford. Let's look at our... I mean, I know what it's going to be. I'm going all in on Golden Crown. Yeah, they nerfed the gold number down to quite a low number. But it also, I don't think this gold number is even relevant. I think they could get rid of it and this would still be fine. This would still be probably its strongest path, right? Simply by virtue of Dragon's Horde going mad with power. But yeah, let's look at this banner. I don't think there's any chance we take something here. I guess Miser's not terrible, but I would prefer to get the Warbler on the floor before elevatoring. So I think, how much Ember am I spending on deployment? I have, what, 6? So 6, and then I'm paying out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 7 if I want to play the Steward that earns me cash. I don't think I want to take this Miser here. Even if I can fit him, I'd rather get a Warbler on the floor. So we're looking for a Permafrost Intrinsic, probably. Both of those would go into Rising Rage here. That way I can fit a Warbler. Yeah. So I would like very much... I think 10 at 1 cost is better than 3 at 20 cost here. So let's consume it and then remove that consume, and this card is now legit. The double stack I think we chill on. I will 20 consume the Pyreball, just because I think this is a very efficient use of it. I reroll. Permafrost is good. What's the holdover play? It's an interesting concept. You could hold over on the Rising Rage. That's interesting because then I can just keep playing it, right? I don't have the intrinsic on it, but I can put a -1 there, which would be pretty good. This is fine. I don't benefit from the shift, but it allows me to pretty much jam everything onto one floor, which seems good, right? And I can afford it? Yeah, alright, let's try this. I was thinking there's also the world where I do it on Golden Touch, but I don't think I need to. Right? We're gonna have enough. With the upgrade to Golden Crown, I don't think we need extra Dragon's Horde value. And the crazy thing is, Golden Touch, I think the damage threshold here doesn't need a +10. Even Titan Skin 4, 3 healthers in the mid-game die to 8 damage. And the sweepers in the late game die to, what is it, 6? So, I don't know. I feel like Golden Touch is really just a very expensive card, and reasonably so, but very efficient. I don't need to do anything to it. And I want to keep the fire starters free of bonus damage so I can self-ping with the leash. Is there anything else I want to permafrost here? We could always permafrost one of the golden touches, so I always have them accessible. But I actually think just removing like a Spear Steward will be stronger, fix our draws. Pay out for another removal, actually. I don't need a second Warbler. Yeah, this is fair. Alright, cool. I know there's density questions, but I don't think we're really worried about it. This is another thing that might come up in later Covenants. They gave us deadweights in the first game. Ooh yeah, here's that Spikes thing I was talking about. Spikes Trial. How does this look? The Mauler 1v1s it, I think. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Mauler 1v1s it, so we should be alright. Alright. Fenix. The only thing is you can't put down the Cultist because it has, what, 5 spikes? You'd have to win on first turn, so... I think we're going Mauler middle so I can Elevator you. This happens, the Talisman happens at the start of turn, which is great, so I can put this Hothead down and he buffs to 11 damage before breathing the first time. I can also tank for him, which is cool. Yeah, I kind of feel like I don't want to put the Magma Cultist down until I have... Yeah, until I have the other thing ready to go. Oh, but wait! Cleansing Water is cracked, actually. Never mind. The video game is easy. Anyway, I'm going to earn some Breathe Fire on this. Great. Earn 5 gold, get 2. Excellent. And then I'm going to kill the backline here. That is an incredible roll on Cleansing Water. Wow. Great. When dealing unblocked damage... Does that mean Shield of Wing here gives me money? I can save Hothead. I need to slow down. When dealing unblocked damage, and then deal damage... Okay, so if he hits me, I think it would work. Right? Let's do the quick math. Okay, we'll murder this guy. Great. It's a cool attack animation. Hit me. I did not earn money on being hit. Okay, so that is a tooltip mistake, I guess. Yeah, we breathe fire here. Great job. Okay, we get Mauler in play, and I also get Warbler in play, which is good. Now I can Elevator. I need to be cautious because this Shield Bearer is spicy. Let's Lava Flow middle then. Great, sure. Okay, now I can Elevator my guys away, and we're good. Let's see, how do I want to approach you? Okay, we definitely Elevator our friend upstairs. It's true. Very important. Good job. And we have quick, so we're popping off. I would like to earn cash, so we kill the Collector with Golden Touch. Huge efficiency play. I then would like Blood-Soaked Arena upstairs, and we want to put in Divinity. Great. Fantastic, right? And we're killing still the Curse Boy, thanks to our friend, the Train Steward. Breathe Fire immediately to get rid of that Incanter. I then wish to Self-Ping. Good. Let's Penitent Bloodsuit down here to take care of the Shield Bearer and get Heart of the Pact, which I think we actually already get. And then I think we Elevator our Firebrand on the floor, right? Yeah, we do. Great work, go team. Next turn we get 2 more from Fenix and we max out. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and just hit this Just Cause twice then. And cool. I think I can actually breathe fire here. Yeah, sure. Saves a little bit of health on my guy that's earning gold. He's definitely paid for himself, by the way, for anyone keeping track. Oh, I'll just sacrifice my own units. Great. Breathe fire. There it is. Dragon Sword value. I no longer need Rising Rage, although it is entertaining. I could actually Elevator the Steward and earn more money. Is it worth more? He hits once, but instead he doesn't die? Challenging. I think we're just gonna play chill here, right? Yeah, we're just gonna hang out, I think. I'm gonna pull my guy forward so he can generate more armor. I can mess around with this, right? So that's cool. Great, and I don't need Dragon's Horde, so we breathe fire here and we're fine. And then I play Pyre Cask here because it's powerful. And great, right? Great job. Yeah. And he hits once. He gets 6 gold and then everyone dies and we're doing great. Cool. Great, I'm just going to throw a fireball at this dude then, and we're going to chill. And that's it. Great job. We're doing a lot of great work here, actually. Big fan of how this is panning out. Put our man in front. I could replace the Blood-Soaked Arena now with a Hell Furnace that I just rolled into, which is outrageous. And we should 100% crush here. And I even have Lord Fenix's ability available. Whomp. Alright, excellent job. And then you can just kind of play games here if you want to for no real reason other than to incant, because turns out it's decent. And then here we'll put an Everlasting Light in because it's fun. Cool. Good stuff. This seems strong enough, and we're going to only get stronger thanks to Dragon's Horde, so that's fantastic. Yeah, Superheated should be the play here, yes. I would 100,000% like to double my Pyre Gel. Yes, great. Benediction got nerfed. It's still a decent card. It's expensive, I'll grant you that. Sure, I'll -2 and consume it. And I am looting the Dragon's Horde here, for sure. Sharpened Teeth, again, I think this is correct. I would like those +8s, please and thank you. Also helps Hothead. Yeah, this is even better now. Great. Friendly units at the front of the floor gain +6 health permanently at the end of battle. This would be great if I can keep multiple floors alive. Otherwise, this is mostly just some 6 health stacks on Magma Mauler, which is not bad. I don't think I can take Odie's Totem here. I do need the Deployment Ember. And Sinner Salve, I think, is... Like, I think in the demo that we just fought the only curse combat, so I don't think this actually does anything. I guess we'll take the Signet here. There's enough combats remaining that we'll get some health that matters, so it'll protect into Savagery's melee weakness, so sure, alright, fine. Grab that real quick. I'm interested in magic shops, and the removal dupe is excellent because I can dupe the divinity. Yeah, great. Cool, go left. I'm looking for a... Remove Consume. Remove Consume Superheated seems overkill. You could remove Consume Holdover that, which is entertaining, but again, I think overkill. -1. I'll put that in Benediction here, I think. Yeah, make it cheap. Sure. I am going to remove Consume... How am I going to remove Consume Superheated? This just seems unnecessary. This feels like this would be way stronger later, but it also is a very good Seraph killer. I do not think I'm holding it over. Yeah, let's grab this real quick. I think this is good. I have the money is the thing, so I want to try to use it. If it's relevant. It's like this is 10 gold, right? 15 gold for +10 magic power? Like, I don't know, put that in Golden Touch because you can, I guess. Sure. We'll re-roll that. What do I get? Yeah, here's what I wanted, because the -2 I can now put in the Superheated, and this is a shop display bug. We tested this last run. If I do this upgrade, it permanently removes it, right? Yeah, so we now have a 1-cost Superheated, which is hyper efficient. 2 costs a double stack is pretty good. I was going to say if we see an intrinsic stone, it would also be good here. But for 2 Ember, this is a reasonable play. I'm glad they nerfed the Valor to 2 instead of 3. This thing was a little bit stronger than it needed to be, but I think this feels okay. I'll click it. Yeah, sure. 20 consume. Yeah, I'll blow up a fire starter. It's fine. I have some removals, actually, right? Yeah, they're here. So we're just going to keep Shield Steward around. He's kind of just cruising, right? No problems. I would like some self-pings present, so we're going to leave some fire starters in for now to abuse Dragon's Horde a bit. Just Cause is probably the least exciting card here, but I actually think we can probably cut 1 Golden Touch. I don't need this many now that I've upgraded Fenix, so we'll cut 1 of these, and I'll cut a Just Cause, just to kind of smooth out the draws. And the dupe here needs to be something accessible, right? Accessible. So could be Superheated, but I really think it's probably just Divinity. This is a solid card that I really like here. Yeah, alright, we'll dupe that. Solid pickup. Great job. I could buy another removal. I'm very wealthy. It's probably okay to cut a fire starter here too. I don't need this many. Yeah, we'll drop 1. Numerically, I think we'll have enough density that we'll be fine. We'll move on now. Okay. Yeah, I don't see how this hurts me. I have to be a little conscientious about my Heart of the Pact, but Mind Muddler is reasonable. Alright, let's go in. It's Fenix, it's Hothead, right? Magma Mauler, Firebrand, Cultist. We're not going to play the Steward here because I would like the... Yeah, I wanted the Talisman buff here. We can drop our Soaked Arena thing here. I'm going to breathe fire on this guy. I am going to now drop in the Steward here. I think that's good. Can you breathe fire on a friend? No. It's fine. There's no good... I don't want to sap myself. Alright, I'm not going to play these cards. Have I already triggered this? No, I haven't. I am going to play a card. Okay. Yeah, I'm drawing 5. I should have looked at that first. Okay, fine. Great, another blood-soaked arena, but we do get the Warbler in play, which is good. Here, do the mid-floor. We kill the big scary guy here, which is something. I would like to earn some Golden Horde, so let's play that. Actually, pinging middle is almost certainly the better play here, right? Get rid of that dude, push more damage there. Yeah, fine. This guy walks, which is important, because I would like to make sure that we're getting... Yeah, I want to make sure that we are getting the value we want here. So, from Fenix, right? So, Breathe Fire on him. Brah, it's good. Great job. We haven't drawn Rising Rage yet, and that's okay, actually. Breathe Fire. Good. I will put the Divinity on him just so he gets some armor. I like that. Breathe Fire on bottom floor is really strong because I want one... Can I save my guy? Maybe, right? If I pull this guy forward, we can save our steward and earn $6 more. Reasonable. I feel like we've done a good job here. I would like to self-ping Fenix now. So, ooh, but the Hymnist is alive. Ooh, he's so good, but I already win this combat. Don't overthink it. My priority should be Dragon's Horde. I'm overthinking it if I do anything else. So, alright. I could self-ping downstairs and clear the wave, which is very interesting to me. Fascinating. Alright, so with this in mind, I think the play has to be to prioritize Dragon's Horde. So I'm going to self-ping upstairs. I'm not worried about these axe throwers, so we're going to self-ping upstairs. He will breathe fire immediately. He gets the Slay trigger, but he also gets some, so he gets some Valor, but he also gets more of the Dragon's Horde. I will Elevator, right? Then we play Divinity here, and I think I want to pull... Let's just put it in front like this. Superheated, I don't really think we have a play. I guess I put it in the middle guy, may as well. So, sure, fine. Alright, he elevators, it's good. Great work. Okay. I can and should self-ping, right? I could elevator you. I don't think I ever win on... What is it? I don't think I ever win on any floor other than top here, so I'm not going to try to do anything funny with Martyr's Signet. I think I earn more by just self-pinging here. Not only do I earn the extra Dragon's Horde, but I also earn the 5 gold out of it, so it's just good to do. Great work, right? And then we can pull Fenix forward here. Good. I was thinking, like, I can bring up the Firebrand, but I want her to get all this Valor from this wave. So I think we're going to be okay here. Right, this is a ton of Valor, gets the armor, and then I can elevator them. So, here, behold my snotty whelp. I'll even put it in play. He breathes fire. Good job, you did your best. He's cute, though. I just wish he wasn't bad, but... Alright, we're definitely guaranteed right now to get what we want. So I just self-ping Fenix. We breathe fire. Great job. I'm going to go ahead and give him a ton of armor, I guess. Although, actually, it would be much better to put it on the lady on bottom. Let it chill. Cool, we get a lot of slays. Great job. This guy does slay for... What is this? Slay for... Titan skin. Anyway, we're going to be elevatoring this person. And then I guess we could put the mind cage we would go get out of large mystery box here in play. And we're kind of just chill. Yeah, seems reasonable. Then we breathe fire. I mean, this is super over, right? I already maxed out, so send this man to the Shadow Realm is the best way to describe it. Now, the only question becomes, who do I want to get the extra 6 health, right? So, who gets the 6? Who is most likely to tank a hit on top floor? I actually think straight up pulling Fenix forward is correct here. So, fair enough. Fenix gets 6 health here. That does work, right? He has, what, 45? So he should go, yeah, 51. Great. Awesome, actually. Cool. Excellent. Dragon's Breath is a fantastic card. A huge fan of this. Stuck-up Whelp is sadly, in my opinion, bad. Like, he's not good. Avarice 3, my guy Miser's way better. My Train Steward that I put like $15 in is better. Right? I just don't see it. So we're skipping that. I'm not taking Greed here. I'm okay without it. Eagle Heart, Benediction again, Punk Shredder. I don't think these help me here. We skip. I guess you could make the Eagle Heart a little more efficient on getting the Valor to the front, but it doesn't matter. We're going to loot Dragon's Horde. Ooh, yeah, increase. How many combats are left? 1, 2. Yeah, give me Hidden Coffers. We're definitely getting up there. Golden Gloves is a ton of money, but Pyrestone Housing is insane. There's Steel Shop coming up. Pyrestone Housing is nuts. We're going to take that for sure. I think Pyrestone Housing and Lightstone Casing got better in the second game because things like dualism exist. We're going left now. I've already made up my mind. You cannot stop me. Do we want to break the game with Hall of Mirrors? I don't think we need to. Fight Club is pretty good. We could toss Fight Club at anything, really. And it's, like, compelling. I think that's a good card. We're happy to grab that. That makes sense here. We full heal for no real reason. Dualism, I mean, look at this. You get Dualism Magma Mauler, and this guy has gone mad with power, right? He's completely nuts. Incredible. That's Lightstone Casing, baby. This is the Lightstone Case, not Lightstone Casing, Pyrestone Housing payout. This is huge value. Like, this guy, I'm probably making another one of him. He's really strong. Now, I do fortunately get a large stone for Hothead. He loves this too. Fantastic. Valor 5, I don't think I need. Avarice 3. Here you go, Train Steward. Get him with that Avarice 9. He'll get it eventually. I can do Quick. I don't know what Quick is doing for me here, but I am going to put some health on the Cultist now that I have the slot for it, I think. That seems reasonable. I guess we could Quick the Hothead, but I don't know why. Quick the Warbler. No. You could Endless the Hothead, so if he dies, you bring him back and he breathes fire again. That's actually probably worth it. We can still put like another Titanite or Large Stone on him later. I do have to look for one of my steel shops coming up. There exists another one. I missed the dupe for it, which is unfortunate, but... I mean, there's a lot of good dupes here, right? Magma Mauler himself is a fantastic dupe. Alright, I think the dupe is probably worth more, which tells me we're going Magic coming up. So... Or actually, I should really look at that arms shop, so it's going to be arms magic, I think. So we should buy stuff, right? With that in mind, let's put a +10 on Hothead. I think that's a reasonable add. He doesn't really benefit from Quick, I don't think, right? The Quick here, I mean, if you're going to put it on anything, it should be on the Warbler, because everything else gets Quick by elevatoring in, but I don't think that's worth my money. So I think we chill here. And I'm just going to move on with my cash as is. I think that's fine. We don't have to fill every slot in the game, right? There's no reason to worry about it that much. Good. Hothead downstairs. Then we get Fenix. Then we get Cultist. I'm going to go ahead and Mauler here. I think playing the Firebrand is right. This buffs our lad downstairs, right? Yep, because he's alone. And he's just going to, I mean, this is it, right? Here, we give him the blood-soaked arena we just created, and then he breathes fire and it's super over, right? He slays. I think the slay is worth a lot. Are we poised to get the 10 Dragons Horde? I don't think so. Let's get this... So we get the golden touch first, then he can slay the rest, and that's okay with me. He crushes it, apparently. Sure, he crushes it, I guess. Put some Valor upstairs. Alright, fine. Okay, clearing a wave, that's good. Good, we'll breathe fire on him upstairs. I do like that quite a bit. I'm gonna Fight Club upstairs first. Does a little more damage, earn some cash out of it. Good. He's large, so I don't actually know where I put my guy anymore, but that's fine. I guess we get another blood-soaked arena. I can win here very quickly by superheated, but I need to make sure I'm hitting 10 here. So let's do our best. This guy's gonna eat once, but it should be fine. Sure, I'm gonna try to keep Kale alive, is the trick. Right? I need to make sure I do that in a pretty decent way. Alright, he breathes fire. Great job. I can heal, but I don't think there's any reason to. This floor clears. I need to squad up, but... And I can always elevator the Warbler in, so I don't really care that much. So we will go Rising Rage here. Yes. Bottom floor is fully cleared right now. Right, this man is sending them to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, this man is outrageous. Hothead inside of a blood-soaked arena is currently self-scaling to combat winning levels, which is extremely funny to me, but also, you know, not that great. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy forward, make sure he dies. Play the Valor upstairs, that's fine. I want to kill the Curse friend. Oh, there is another Curse combat. Look at that. Figured it out. Nice. Okay. Alright, we get Warbler. Warbler is going to get elevated into the squad. Sure. He attacks into spikes. I'd like to make sure he's in front then. Good. Our priority is... Our priority here should be 10 Dragons Horde, right? We need to be very careful about this. Don't accidentally win. No! Don't accidentally win! How do I not win? Ugh, come on. How do I not win here? I can stop a hit. Okay. We have avoided winning. It'll have to do. I could have played the Steward. We've managed to avoid winning the combat at least, which I think is important. I don't want to overclick downstairs, right? He can breathe fire and kill on this turn. I don't want that. So what I do want is... Okay, he lives, so let's elevator, breathe here. We're on 8, right? Let this floor walk on Hothead. Here, we'll take Benediction. Great. Yeah, the floor walks on Hothead, sure. Okay, how do I... Let's get Fenix in front again. Actually, I think if I... What's the trigger here? I have to look. When you damage your own unit. Does Firestarter work? Hey, it does. Great. So I can elevator this guy and we can... Alright, we hit 10. Great. Whew, okay. Was over here worried we'd be like missing out, but we're actually fine. Now Hothead can just kind of completely murder the floor, and that's fine with me now. We are 20 health. Good grief. Does this feel too efficient to you? It feels a little too efficient to me. You play this at the end of combat, and then you just go nuts? Should it maybe be like 1 health for each pyre? For each egg? Probably. I mean, because practically for most runs, it's what, 16? That's a lot of healing, though. That's like better than Bone Dog. Yeah, that's way too strong, I think. Alright, great. So I think we're actually fine. I could actually end the combat. How do I feel about just ending the combat here? You know what? Get me out of here. It's fine. I know that I could have maybe made some extra cash with clicking the conjure again or whatever. Look, 5 gold is not going to make a difference on Covenant 1. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. I hit my 10 Dragons Horde. That's the real payout. I don't want these cards. Space is not it. I think it's card draw, and it's not particularly close, right? I think? Yeah, sure. We'll take it. I did already get the Ember I needed. Oh, buddy, here we go. 10 Dragons Horde. Spells gain damage, or I can gain the Dragonstone. Golden Crown is going to give me a 3rd one, right? So I think we're kind of fine. I think I just take the Firecracker, because it's better than nothing. I don't need the Dragonstone. I have no whelps, so sure. Great. We get another one. I think it's going to be... I don't have a lot of items, equipment rather, so I'm just going to take Ember Charge here. And then we get to see this. Oh, my favorite, Golden Idol into, what? The final combat. I mean, this is just 200 gold, isn't it? That is just 200 gold straight away, so that's cool. I am going to an arms shop, so I actually think the Attuned Whetstone is going to be the superior pick here. We'll take that. I like 200 gold, but we have enough money. We're going to go left. I have extra money anyway. Yeah, Void Armament now gets drawn for free. Seems reasonable. Cool. Stoic Plate Mail. There's no one here that has no ability or trigger, right? I guess you could put it on the Shield Steward. But I would like to make sure the Whetstone hits my Void Armament, so let's... Yeah, that's going to be correct. So the deployable is going to go on one of my arenas, I think. Let's re-roll here. I don't want these then. Cursed Twin Blade is entertaining. Who deals increased damage? No one is self-scaling their own hit. So I think the play is you take Soul Smelter because it's a 20 damage pickup. We're going to merge Void Armament into Soul Smelter, right? And then this is my super 6 Ember cost thing, my only equipment, which will be getting drawn for free now. And the deployable, therefore, is going to be going into, I think, Fight Club, so that I hit harder on turn 1. Which seems good to me. And I don't want to mess around with any of this other stuff. Hall of Mirrors is fine. I could have done this, but I'm relying on fitting a lot of guys on the floor, and I haven't taken space. I don't think it's right for this run right now. I actually think that -2 space is a really good balancer for this. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. I'm going to just cut a Just Cause here. I think we're fine with that. I actually think we have more removals. Yeah, we do. So I think, practically, I don't want Just Cause if I can play Divinity multiple times. So let's just remove these cards, right? Get rid of them. We're going to go ahead and Golden Crown 3. Yeah, my guy's earning 3 Dragon's Horde. We're fine, right? We're fine. Let's move on. We're going to make $1 billion. I'm glad we got the Dragon's Horde 10 relic at least. I haven't had the run where I'm creating 13 yet, and I'm very sad, but it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, we go Mauler, Firebrand, Hothead. Don't play Cultist right now. I think we're going to go... Actually, I don't know. This Fight Club might not have been the right choice, huh? It's expensive. 1 Ember over. I didn't really think about this too terribly much. That's okay. Who gets my crazy buff? Probably this lad. Yeah, let's send him, right? Seems good. And then, yeah, here, we'll take the Cultist. I think it's good to have him in play. I'll play this Fight Club later, I think. I think that's reasonable. We're going to go ahead and keep doing the thing where I put Blood-Soaked Arena downstairs, and then he just breathes fire and kills everything, right? Turns out that's good. He can have Valor. Fun. I'll put the Warbler in. Alright, great. He's in play. Good. Let's hit here. And then stab again. Breathe fire. Good turn 1. And then he also gets +6/+6 from the thing. Great work. So he's cruising, right? This is not particularly close, I don't think. Now, I do need to make sure I'm not overdoing it. We need to get our 10 dragons. It's easy to just click buttons and be very excited about everything, but, like, let's, like, chill, right? Chill, it's fine. And we're not going to take any damage from amalgams because of the way we're playing this out, so I think we're okay. Right? We have 1 on each floor, and that's going to continue to be true. Who's this? Wealthy Imp. Wealthy Whelp. Earn 10 gold for each. Alright, he's going to earn me free money, so he is worth it, I think. But let's... interesting. Breathe fire first. Okay. I want to get Collector. So, we're going to get the Collector with Hothead here, I think. Great. 3. I'm going to go ahead and play him, I think. What if I play him and elevator him onto the floor? Right? I think that's superior, because he's going to die to sweep here, right? And then we can click his little button. And that's, I mean, that's a good chunk of cash. And then we can kill him, actually. Although I'm actually just going to do that on middle, I think. I should have done this in a different order, perhaps. But fine. I can play Shield Steward. Even though this hurts scaling, he earns 9 gold a pop, so I think it's fair. Cool. Good. Great job. Alright, so I think we're in a good position overall here. I think we have figured it out. So, I wish to ping my friend, which doesn't break damage shield, or it does break 1, but you know, it's extremely hyper efficient. Then we can Benediction here, and I can pull our lad forward, give him some Valor, and he's doing great. He's going to earn because he's slaying, so that's also cool. I think we're in a good position, right? I think we have figured it out. We've gotten the rundown. Yeah, we're fine. I don't have to overthink this at all. I could potentially save Train Steward Buddy. Deal damage. The card's doing this damage. So I think you do this, and then we play this downstairs just for the 1, and we've maxed. We burn Major Breath of Air here. And then I think we're hanging out. Hey, this floor isn't killing this guy. Rude, right? I didn't think about that. Rude. I forget how much health this floor has. This floor has so much. So I think we actually want to incant. It'll do, right? It'll do. Yeah, that guy hits me. Rude. I take damage in this run. Monster Train, how dare you? That's okay. I think we're fine with that. Go ahead and toss that melee weakness here. I will play Benediction so I can shoot the imp guy, or the whelp, and then we use that for 100 gold, which is pretty solid. I will continue to pull Fenix forward here, I think. Yes, the reason is largely because I want him to get that extra bonus. I'm going to... The play here is ascend the... actually, he's just killing the amalgam, which is kind of insane, right? He's just doing it to him. Wow. Fair enough, I guess. I'm going to double ping my own guy so I can earn more cash here because it's 100 free gold. He's doing incredible work here. I guess we just go ahead and we go cleave, and then we breathe fire, and he's winning, so I don't care about this. And we chill? Yeah, sure, we chill. Great. Good job. Our lad pushes like so much damage there. It's actually pretty impressive. And then because he has a million stats, we play this middle, and if you check it, we actually get 2 procs on Martyr's Signet here, which is huge. And I did not roll any self-damage, so I cannot activate Wealthy Whelp. Unfortunate, but that's okay. I think we're very pleased with this play, right? Yeah, great. Don't mess with it. This thing has a revenge trigger. We just let it ride. Excellent. Cool. And now our lad gets 6, and so does everything else. Very cool. All right, I'm feeling good about this. Make It Rain is a nice addition for paying out some of the gold here that I think is well worth it. Right? They actually buffed it because they reduced the gold cost, but this was never a real problem. The idea is, like, whether they lowered the 10 damage to 5 or not, it doesn't matter because it's all about just proccing Pyre Gel, right? So I think we do grab that. Shield of Wing is just disgusting for our, what, 197 health hothead, so it does mess up the whetstone. It does mess up the whetstone. I don't think I can take it. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Because I pretty much have to use this to play out the 6 Ember card. The whetstone's doing it, so we skip that. We will loot the Dragon's Hoard and go completely mad with power. I will click Hellfire Bellows. It's disgusting. We see it again. Great job. Insignia is not that great. Dragonstone, not that great. The Breath is not... I guess I'll take this just because it's worth 4 magic power on my floor. Sure. And then I can make my train steward explode. Or I can just take golden gloves to be even sillier, but there's no purpose to it, right? So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to take explosive here. This way we can keep him in the run and just blow him up, right? Deals 50 damage. Sure, bud, let's go. Cool, and then I'm going to go for the dupe. This is clear. Great job. We're going to buy pretty much everything we can. Yeah, summoning a Hymnist does some things. Cool. Radiant Arms will buff the guy we want to buff. Great. Sure, fully heal my champion. Seems good. He has 92 health. Cool, reroll that. Manifold Mirror. Incant is also triggered by unit abilities. Wait, is this the one run where this is useful? Because I have the Cultist with Fenix? You know what? Sure. For 130 gold, why not? I have so much cash, I don't care. Double stack. -2 and consume. I mean, I put that into Golden Touch here because you have to remember we don't care about a Dragon's Hoard at this point, so burning this card is good. Great. Holdover on Make It Rain seems pretty good. We'll just completely blast cash. The double stack, I mean, you might as well put it on Lava Flow, right? We have the money, let's spend it. I don't need to heal my Pyre, though. That's kind of pointless. I will make It Rain cheaper. I guess it's not bad to put 10 on this, right? I have still a little bit of an expensive combat. I think I'm going to put the -1 on this right now. We'll rely more on Pyre Gel here, and I think that's okay. Permafrost? No. I'll take a +10 somewhere, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. We'll buy some other stuff from this trinket shop first. I might as well take the mirror. Why not? Right? 3 different kinds of cards. So unit, spell, equipment, unit, spell, room. I can probably trigger this, sure. Let's just buy everything. Man, we have so much cash, I just don't mind. The dupe here, I want to pick up only the strongest powers. Only the strongest things. Making another Magma Mauler seems decent. It's true. Also, Benediction seems pretty good into savagery, if I'm being honest with you. That's true. I would honestly be pretty happy with most of these guys, but I don't have a lot of space, so fair enough. Let's just take the damage shield. I think we comfortably win on damage. We just want to make sure we don't pass away. So we'll dupe that. I guess I will buy some stuff. Here, sure. Holy Stone into the Pyreball. Why not? I'll permafrost. I don't know. Let's remove the last Just Cause. I don't need that for anything. We can cut some other stuff. I don't need to self-ping too terribly much here, so I think the play now is to remove, like, Firestarter. I do need enough cards that I can, like, actually incant, so fair. Put a +10 on this one, sure. Permafrost, I guess we can hold on to something, so fair. Sure, why not, right? I guess I'll save some money so I can use Make It Rain, and then we move on. I think we completely blast this combat, right? I'm not particularly afraid of Seraph here. There's always the chance he blasts me, but I don't think there's actually a real risk here. First things first, Hothead. Let's go, buddy. Fenix airdropped in. Alright, we get the Mauler. I'm going to put Firebrand down in front. The equipment is on him. Great. Which floor are you on there? Okay. Death Metal Hymnist is for sure this play, right? 100% he lands. I want to protect my floor, so Benediction here. Yeah, great. And then my man breathes fire downstairs because it's cool to do it. Sure, spend the cash. It's fine. Great job. Okay, let's see. Now my top floor is... Man, he's scary, huh? I don't really need Fenix for anything, so I'm not really mad that he's dying here. It's not ideal. I didn't get my Ascend, which is, you know, a bummer, but fine. I could have put Protection. There was 2 damage shields on the previous turn I could have taken, but that's okay. It's fine. Let's breathe fire here. We incanted. Look at that. Wow, incredible. Let's keep playing the cards here. Yeah, not much I can really do on this one. I can self-ping. I can put the Divinity into play. I can then superheated him. And then, yeah, we're Make It Rain pushes, yeah, like 800 damage. And we lose Fenix, but oh well, right? Like, it's fine. I don't actually care that much. He has to go downstairs here. It's true. We finally get Fight Club enabled. I'll put it upstairs. I think it's better here. He breathes fire, and that's great news, I think. Cool, and we actually win the combat because of Make It Rain, thanks to our 230 Pyre Gel. You see, this, it doesn't matter, right? Seraph is just no chance here, right? Not a chance. Incredible. 8-turn boss rush. I even let my champion just pass away. I could have adjusted for that, but it did not matter in the slightest. So, that's a pretty strong finisher on this run. I definitely feel like there's room for... We're going to need Seraph to really cook for higher covenants. My guy has died pre-relentless on almost every single run I've played since starting this demo. So, you know, I think he needs some... I don't want to say he needs work. I just think he's very vulnerable right now to all the other things, and he needs to be, I don't know, more threatening, right? His waves are good. The thing is that you just completely Shadow Realm them with the power of this. I was doing like 800 damage to him a turn, thanks to Make It Rain. This card just completely went crazy. So, you know, fair enough, I guess. It's a good card. It's a really good card, actually. It just hits so many times in an area, and with the whole setup, and then also the... Where is this card? And then also the superheated. This was just icing. So much damage. We didn't even have the Magma Mauler doing anything. The Dualism didn't even really do all that much. We could have put the Dualism into the Magma Cultist and probably get more value out of it, right? We would have ended up getting Incant 3 Pyre Gel. This Magma Cultist is deceptively strong. He, like, looks weird and weak, but he's, like, really powerful unit. Just absolutely out there. So, really cool stuff. Yeah, huge value in locked up in this. You've got to be real careful with things like +1 Pyre Gel, right? You've got to be really careful with that. So, what else? Anything I want to call out here? No, I don't think so. There's some other cool stuff here. We saw some fun things out of the mystery box. I especially liked the random gigantic hymnist, the guy that I learned about, which has the multi-strike. Really cool. I like him a lot. That was great. Getting him on the floor feels good. The few times it happened. I gotta be real. Big Stu making money is probably going to be something I do a lot in this game. It just feels good. He just hits a few times and then eventually just dies, and it doesn't matter, but he made me, I don't know, like 50 gold in a combat or something. This is really good. I feel like I'm just going to keep purchasing this. It's especially good when you have guild marker, right? Because then it's like it even costs even less. The opportunity cost is almost nothing here. Just hyperload a steward and chill with him the whole run. Yeah, it's great. Huge shout out, by the way, to the Wanderer's Talisman. This is a really good relic. Oh, I like this a lot. It's not as good, in my opinion, as Emblem of the Exiles from Awoken, obviously, because Emblem of the Exiles happens on every floor if you... It doesn't matter if it's the only unit. But the Wanderer's Talisman is trickier, but it also boosts attack. Really good on hothead or solo floors like that Firebrand floor that I was keeping around for Ring 7, just to dodge the amalgams. So, pretty cool. Big fan of that as well. Otherwise... Man, let me tell you, Dragon's Horde is a good mechanic, huh? Golden Crown does tons of work. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like 3 Dragon's Horde per Conjure is just... This, I think, you know, the real shout out I should be giving here is actually the Taskmaster's Lash. This is deceptively powerful. Way stronger than you might be thinking. You just stab your own guy a couple times and it's like, hey, here's max Dragon's Horde on literally every combat or near to every combat. As soon as we picked this up, it went completely crazy. So, really powerful stuff. I think Dragon's Horde feels balanced, but it feels balanced like you're not supposed to reach max very easily every combat. I feel like if you're hitting the max every combat, you've kind of... I feel like that's where the balance has been broken. It needs to be difficult to do that, and I feel like it's too easy right now. And I'm trying to think of all the ways it's too easy. If you invest a ton of cards and card draw and Ember into it, that might be okay. Like, Alchemy feels balanced, right? 3 Ember consumes 2 Dragon's Horde. That feels fair. I think, what's the card that I have right here? Golden Touch feels fair. The 2 for 1, well, with a Slay requirement, I think that feels good, you know? So I like this card. I think that's balanced. But the real ones that kick it out, I think, are... Where is it? The merged card I have. Yeah. So it's really... I think it's Soul Smelter is very powerful. 3 Ember is a good nerf to this. So it's difficult to play. Obviously, we had a combo making it possible here. So that's good. But Soul Smelter's really strong. That, like, damage plus... Dragon's Horde, I almost feel like they might need to take away the damage from it because the money is so good. Something they should maybe consider. The stats on all of these equipment, nice, right? But you've got to be careful. Like, the effect is so powerful that I just don't think it should have damage, right? It feels like it can't, in my opinion. So there's that. Maybe that needs to be the nerf, is you get rid of the damage on Soul Smelter. And then... Man, Conjure Fenix. I mean, it's okay if the champion's really good at it, but I almost feel like it should be Conjure 1-1-2, right? So, here's the thought. Here's my pitch, right? What if instead of 1-2-3, you go 1-1-2, but at rank 2 you get the gold, and it's like, I don't know, 20 gold, and the gold stays the same between rank 2 and 3. I don't know, something like that. I feel like they can't, like 3 just feels so unnecessary. 2 is already so strong, right? 2 is already crazy. They could probably go 1-1-2 here and it would be fair, right? 1-1-2 and then, yeah, money on 2. That feels like a huge payout still. I think you probably want to nerf Conjure. This guy's crazy. But anyway, that's enough rambling. I've talked about balance enough here. We're already at an hour and a half. We win. Great job. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.